Welcome to another episode of Barn Songs. Today, or this evening, I guess, I've got Hanna. How you doing, man?
That's me. In the flesh. I'm good. We just had a conversation. I said, why the hell you didn't tape that?
This will be even better.
I hope so.
Just found out you're my neighbor.
I saw your neighbors over there. They look like they're having fun. I wanted to go join them. They have a pool and everything. Kids are laughing.
Oh, a couple down?
Yeah.
Drinking in the front yard.
Yeah.
I thought this place was bigger.
We don't give the panoramic view so no one...
Wow.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
It's just like the Grand Ole Opry.
Well, welcome, man.
Yeah, man, it's good to be here.
What are you going to play for us?
Well, I got an original tune. I could play for hours, man. But I just wrote this one and made a video of it. It's called Innocence.
Okay.
And it started out when I was a kid. My dad umpired softball games at Pride Park, and that's the park in Pride where I grew up. And I spent a lot of time there. I would never watch the softball. I wasn't into the softball, but I would go and just fart around all over the park, while he was working.
Yeah.
And it was a big part of my childhood. The school was across the street, and then when I was in the 10th grade, this was a K through 12 little country school.
Yeah.
My grandpa graduated from there. My 3rd grade teacher taught my dad. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
And well, when I was in 10th grade, they closed the school and sent us to another school. So it was like, it was like a big turning point. Kind of like what these kids are having to go through now.
Yeah, right.
It's like, it's we don't know what's going to happen next year.
Yeah, right.
That's what was going on with us. But it's a little song about that.
Okay. And it's a new one?
It's the newest one I did. I got a little video of it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
And I posted it on Instagram. But it's a better video. But it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Just home video footage of when I was a kid and shit.
Okay, cool. So this song, do you have any plans for any official release, putting it out?
Well, I did put it out. I put it out on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's putting it out these days, man.
That's true.
Once it's out, it's out. It ain't like, let's wait 6 months before we formally release it.
The release date,
Shit.
yeah.
There's none of that. It's like, once it's out, it's like, burn that for me. Can you send me that MP3?
Yeah.
Like, none of this, I gotta wait to get the record, or I gotta wait to get the tape. Those days are over, man. It's like download. It's got a video. I just screen capture. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Those days are over. Records are passé, man. I just do it because what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
It's all about playing live.
Like you said, you do it for free.
Yeah. If you do it for free, how can you put a price on it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so let me ask you, what's your, everybody's process is different. What's your, your writing process like?
I'll get an idea. I want to write. I got this idea about the park that my dad used to work out.
Right.
That would be my idea. Now I had this idea 25 years ago. Wrote down some lyrics. Some of these lyrics verbatim I wrote down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've always looked at them.
Yeah.
One of those things, I've got to do something with those one day. I had a little melody in my head. So I started doing something with it. And then here lately I've been thinking, why try to do any kind of crazy arrangements with chords, Just use 3 chords.
Yeah.
Use 2 chords.
Yeah.
Jambalay's 2 chords, baby. Everybody in the world knows that.
Yeah.
So, and then, it's all about making those 3 chords work. Making those 2 chords work.
Well, that's where the genius comes in. Anybody can play the 2 chords, but if you can write something meaningful with 2 chords.
So that's what I did. I said, okay, I'm going to just play something simple, these 3 chords, and I'm going to try to write a song about, So I had what I had, and that's usually what I do. I'll get the words, I'll get an idea, I'll get a tune in my head, or I'll, and if I do, I'll sing it into the phone.
Yeah.
And then one day I'll catch, hair up my ass, say, I want to write a song. So what do I got? I got a song right now I need to write about my grandpa that killed his mother-in-law. My mom that I'm taking care of.
I think we can all relate to that.
It is going to be. It is going to be. I got to take my time and really write it, but just they're all different.
It's a true story though.
Huh?
That's a true story, though?
Oh, hell yeah.
Did he go to prison?
He was acquitted. He had 3 trials. He stayed in prison. He stayed in jail for 3 years.
Okay.
All through all his trials and stuff.
What was the acquittal? Self-defense?
He was convicted of manslaughter twice.
Yeah. Wow.
And then his wife recanted, got charged for perjury. It's a whole big fucking scandal, dude. You know, if I didn't know, if it wasn't my mama and my family, I wouldn't believe it. I'm going, damn, mama. I got all the newspaper clippings and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not bull.
I look forward to hearing that one.
Oh man, I look forward to hearing it too. I got to make something good. You know, I got this huge. It's like the Battle of the OK Corral. You got to have something. I don't know if I want to make it something, you know, kind of gangstery, or do I want to make it, you know, cowboy? It's a gunfight. So it's got to be a cowboy song, you know, country tune.
Yeah.
She was a cheating woman too. My grandma. Woo! No. My mom will tell you. Oh, my mama liked men. She didn't care nothing for us. 8 kids. She had, how many kids she had? She had 14 kids.
Yeah.
My grandma.
That's old school.
That's a heavy duty thought.
I can't imagine having. I have one.
I have one.
And I can't imagine having
I
two.
can't imagine 2.
Let alone.
No, hell no. You're starting over. Oh man, I didn't have Max till I was 44. So.
Yeah. How old's your son?
He's 10.
10. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're
Very
pushing.
cool.
We're pushing it up.
Very cool. Well, I only have one more question.
Yeah.
So I always make people kind of choose this band or this band, you know, whatever. So I don't know if are you a Husker Du fan at all?
Who?
Husker Du? Were they a band you were into?
I heard some. I used to play in some bands. They would play it in there, and I thought that was kind of good.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I'm a Hank Williams guy.
All right. Well, then let's go older then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say. All right. So let's do Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
All right. Or Waylon Jennings.
Oh, Waylon.
That was quick.
Ah.
I agree with you, but that
There's no comparison. And Merle's great. Merle's great. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
But Waylon Jennings, man, he was the '70s.
Yeah.
He got all his shit from Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
You know, he gave up his seat for the plane on the plane that crashed.
Yeah, he has
so,
quite the
you know,
coast.
can you imagine finishing that tour? And Buddy Holly just shows you how badass Buddy Holly was. Buddy Holly knew Waylon was going to be huge in the 50s.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
he didn't hit until the late 60s. He
Right.
kept working and kept working. He worked in Florence at the Galloping Goose.
Yeah.
He played in Phoenix. I've seen his grave in Mesa.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Waylon, man.
Cool. Well, so all right, let me flip it. So I asked someone earlier in the season, and I did Waylon versus Willie Nelson. Is it still
Whaler or Willie?
Yeah. So
Waylon.
Interesting. Because with the other guy, it was very fast, but it was Willie.
No. Willie's cool. Willie's cool. I never liked his voice. And Waylon's more accessible to me because he doesn't play all those jazz chords.
No,
like
it's
Willie
pretty
does.
straight up. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's more rock and roll. I know he just got everything. He got not everything, but he got a lot of his shit from Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Buddy Holly freak, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
I like Buddy before I like Waylon.
Well, speaking of, have you been to the crash site?
I have.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. We were coming. We were coming from Minneapolis, straight down.
I tell people that's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it is. and we searched for it all day. When I went, there was
It's
no
like
signs.
dirt roads. Yeah.
There was no signs. There was no nothing.
Did they have the big glasses?
And I'm thinking, no.
Because now they got a really big pair of
Yeah, I
glasses.
see it online.
And you walk out to the middle of that field.
I was traveling back with my wife, and I said, well, I just want to stop and see it. The rest of the guys had flown home. And I saw those pictures of the snow, you know, and the plane crash and stuff. I know I can find it. I'm walking out in fields. This looks like it. This looks like it. There's nothing, you know. There's nothing. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm asking people. Nobody knows nothing.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
You're in the middle of nowhere, Iowa.
Yeah. Who are you? What do you want? And then somebody said, and then my wife falls asleep in the back. And then they said, go to the airport. They can tell you. So I went to the Mason City Airport where they took off, and they had a little thing.
Flight
Drove the map
trajectory.
right to it. Yeah. And And we went out there. It was interesting. You've been there. You park, you cross that ditch, you go along that fence row.
Yeah,
and,
it's out there.
All along that fence row, Aaron was going, "What's that smell?
Yeah.
What's that smell?" Turns out there's a big old crop of weed all along that fence row.
I don't remember
so
that
she
part.
started picking it, and we gotta smoke some of this buddy weed. We gotta smoke some of this buddy holly weed. She even missed the little memorial they got there. She was just picking weed. It wasn't any good. It was like a couple of, I don't know, it was backyard boogie.
Yeah.
It wasn't any good weed. But it's a nice story.
Oh yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. And then, what was really crazy is you're standing there. I don't know if you saw it, but you could see the planes taking off.
No,
I saw a plane taking off, a little plane.
Yeah.
And it was up there, dude.
Yeah.
They were up there, and then they just hit, going full throttle. Yeah, it was great. I love me some Buddy Holly.
Cool. Very cool.
Winding through the trees, pastures on the right. Friday night again, the old man calling strikes. The big lights on the key, where the dark and the shining moon. Swinging high in the pitch black night, I wanna merry-go-round again. Old jet screaming me, and the flying saucer queen. Football with the mean machine, 777, the music box hockey game, and the little drumming in the rain. I can go back in my mind, but I can't go back in time. Thinking about the end of the line, innocence wasn't worth a dime. I was 5, I was 15, the street stars and graduation dreams. Lady cows on the right. Tuesday night again, the old man in a fight. I see my mama with a cigarette, sitting there in the dark. I can go back in my mind, but I can't go back in time. Thinking about the end of the line, our innocence wasn't worth a dime. The street and stars and graduation dreams. Old jet streams and flying saucers, beauty queens and forbidden daughters, box hockey game, bubble gum, blue ribbons, just another recreation. Hitching a ride after football practice, walking to the creek, stepping on the line.